Oh, prediction. I think
She giving them some?
no. I think they'll wait. Hello again. It's Jimmy and Shae. We are back here talking about episode 2 of Married at First Sight. The episode is titled "Houston, We Have a Marriage." So we're going to just go through. It's kind of uneventful, don't you say? There wasn't too much happening in this episode, I don't feel.
Yeah, they didn't prolong these marriages
Right.
over 3 episodes now.
Right.
I think. Who knows what's going to happen next week?
Yeah, we only had one marriage this episode. Luckily, it was only 2 hours and not 3 hours because I swear I can't sit through a 3-hour episode. And actually, this 2-hour episode, I had to break it up hour by hour because I was getting tired. But anyway, let's just go ahead and start. So Michaela and Zak. So we come in and we see that her sisters are waking her up. She has a whole new hairdo. And you know, it's the wedding day, so the sisters are coming in. They're excited. Then we see Zak and his brothers waking him up, and we're like, okay, they got to get better with these wake up shots because Zak had a whole hoodie and some sweats on. We're like, okay, you really slept in that, Zak?
Rolled out of bed and put his shoes on.
Right, like he ready to go. So come on, production. We know they've been awake, and y'all just told them, go get back into bed and act like you waking up, but it's all good. And then Pastor Cal's talking. He says that Zak's family lives for marriage. And I like that. But I just hope that Zak's not just in love with the idea of marriage, and he can understand that it's going to be a job and it's hard work. You know what I'm saying? It's hard work. So Michaela, we go back to Michaela. Her sisters say that they're stubborn. They call her Hurricane K. And says husband should be able, and Michaela's saying her husband should be able to manage it. That's a little scary. Hurricane K?
Yeah, and I think that's not really, at least from what we see right now, that's not Zak's strong point. And it probably won't be too many people's strong point of trying to calm her down. I think, what it comes back down to is communication again. Mm-hmm. She's going to have to be able to vocalize a lot of stuff that's happening opposed to her just erupting.
Yep. So then we cut to Zak, and he's crying again. He's like, I can't believe this is happening. He says all he wants to do is meet his wife. And I'm thinking like, oh my God, Zak, I hope you're not too emotional for her. I love that he's in touch with his like emotions and all that stuff, but Hurricane K may not be able to deal with that.
Yeah, I think she's probably going to say some stuff or do some stuff, and he's just going to be in a hurricane.
Yeah.
And yeah, I get the emotions coming back from the marriage, because, it's something that he's really passionate about, because he's been envisioning this for, however long. So this is pretty much what he wants, and it's now coming into fruition. So now it's just more sort of in regards to like, dang, this is the moment. I'm overwhelmed with joy, but I don't know. Crying every episode and every few minutes, that's just a little bit too much. Even his mom was probably like, let's get it together a little bit.
We cut back to Michaela. Her sisters are giving her something blue, and that was really a sweet moment. It was like a little Star Trek tchotchke because her dad was a Trekkie. So I'm like, oh my God, I would have been mad at my sisters if they had did that to me. Making her cry, messing up her makeup. It was just so emotional, but it was a sweet moment. And also, Michaela says that she does not think worst case. She doesn't think worst case scenario. She thinks let's just do this one step at a time. So I was like, that's a positive way of going in to a marriage. We also see Zak talking to his mom, and he's getting emotional again, like right before the wedding. And then we get to the wedding. So when they see each other, they seem to be attracted to each other. Michaela, I think, what did she say? She says, do you want a Zak Jr.? So when she found out his name, she was like, do you want a Zak Jr.? So she was so forward. Zach says that she has a beautiful smile. And my first impression, like we were kind of saying before, like we hope that she doesn't run over him. It just seems like, she's more dominant, shall I say. So we'll see. We'll just see how it balances out.
Yeah, I think he could be a little bit giving, which is nothing wrong with it. But at the same time, you just hope that she doesn't just try to run over him, because she knows that he's so committed and passionate and going to try to do everything to make the marriage work and make her happy.
Yeah. So remember in the first episode, he was talking about how he remembered his vows, and he really did remember those vows. I was like, dang. I was like, is he saying that by heart? And Jim was like, yeah, you remember he said he memorized his vows, and he really did. So the wedding was cute. Michaela was a little extra, but it was cute. And then after the ceremony, they're talking, and Zach said that his dad taught him how to crochet and make lotion, which I thought was interesting. Like he want them to be like self-sufficient. You ain't got to depend on a woman. I'm gonna teach you how to. I'm gonna teach you how to crochet.
That's something that she wasn't expecting,
right?
So it's like it's not every day where you just hear somebody say, "Oh, I learned how to crochet and make lotion."
Yeah.
So, but no, it's definitely something unique and like a fun fact.
It is a fun.
Share.
It is a fun fact. Absolutely. All right. So, Michaela says that she likes his confidence, his good looks, and his shyness. So I was happy to see that they were attracted to each other. All right.
I think that wears off at the moment. That's what she thinks is attractive now, until she starts to live with it and be with it, for days and hours at a time. And then she's going to want something different. But that's just evolution in a relationship as a whole, though.
I agree. All right, so then we get to Michaela and Zach again. His friends ask him if he is happy, and Michaela says she's happy. Her sister says that Zach's family is supportive. And then we see them taking their wedding pictures, and Michaela says that it feels natural. Zach says to her, "I kind of want to kiss you," and Michaela, she is down for it. So it was good to see that they felt comfortable with each other. Michaela says that the chemistry was at a 9, and so when we see them on the dance floor, they were kissing on the dance floor.
So are we circling back to them, or are we
no this is it. So we can wrap them up.
So in regards to them, are they doing anything on honeymoon night? They saving anything for later, or what's your prediction?
Prediction. I think
she giving them something.
No, I think they'll wait.
You think they're gonna?
I think they'll wait. I think it's gonna happen soon, but I think not on wedding night. And prediction as far as if their marriage will work, I'm gonna say no.
I'm gonna say yes and yes to both.
To both, okay. I hope it works. I pray that it works, but I don't know. Moving right along to our next couple, we have Johnny and Bao. All right, so after the wedding ceremony, they both insisted on having a tea ceremony. Even before they knew each other, they insisted on having a tea ceremony, and it was funny because they picked the same colors. I feel like they are so compatible. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. I feel like they're really compatible. Bao is glad to have someone that embraces her culture. The tea ceremony, which I thought was really cool, is like the joining of two families. And I was just thinking, like, I wish that like us as African Americans had like these traditions, like wedding traditions, like, we don't
besides jumping the broom.
Besides jumping a broom, like, we don't know. Most of us don't know which villages or whatever, what part of Africa we came from. So we just had to adopt the Western culture's marriages. You know what I'm saying? But I just like the tea ceremony.
It's never too late to start.
It's never too late to start. You're right. It's never too late to start. All right. Johnny says that he will move forward even if his dad does not support this wedding, this marriage. And he says he'll just ask for forgiveness later.
So did we give predictions for them last
Yeah,
week?
I think we said they'll make it. Yeah, we said that they would make it.
Anything going down on the honeymoon?
Wait, hold on.
Night?
Hold on. I don't think we're done.
With Johnny and Bao?
We got one more thing. Bao says that she is attracted to Johnny and she is pleased. They talk about kids and grandkids during their first dance, which was really sweet. And then Johnny says that he wants to be respectful. So like when they were dancing, he keeps his hand on her waist, nothing too low. He wanted to kiss her, but he doesn't. I don't think that they will have sex on the wedding night.
I think Bao is interested. I like them as a couple.
Yeah, me too.
So I think I also said that they're going to stay together.
Yeah.
But I would say that the reason why they will not is because
They will
Johnny
not what?
have sex on the honeymoon on the honeymoon night is because Johnny is going to be respectful,
Right.
and I think Bao would be open to it.
Yeah.
But she's like her friend said, she kind of had this mysterious, unique, undercover type stuff going on with herself.
Okay. All right, next couple, Gil and Myrla. So Gil goes tux shopping. Myrla goes dress shopping, and she's very particular when it comes to her dress shopping. Myrla, the dress that she chose reminded me of Frozen, the cartoon Frozen. And I feel like they were already editing it to show like conflict, like what kind of conflict could arise between those two, because Myrla's talking about money and the things that she likes to do with her money, and then you got Gil on the other hand saying that there are ways to spend less money. So they're cutting this up to I don't know.
Again, that kind of reminds me of the other couple from 2 seasons ago.
Yes, yeah.
Where he's like, I can take these trips, but hey, I'm not going to be staying in the Four Seasons or whatever. I'm going to be staying at this lower rated hotel or something like that where it's going to be a little bit cheaper.
And Myrla ain't going to have that. Myrla is not going to do that. All right. Myrla says that she's afraid of commitment, but she's excited to shop with her husband. She says best case scenario is tall, dark, and handsome, and that there is a connection. Gil's parents are not going to be at the wedding because they're in Colombia, so they couldn't make it. So then we see Myrla getting ready on her wedding day, right? And she says she's never worn makeup, which is kind of crazy to me. Her skin's very nice though. She's never worn makeup. And then of course, like that we're seeing that she's picky. But in the end, when she came out, she looked beautiful. Like I thought that dress was gorgeous on her. It was really, really nice. So the wedding was good. It was funny because, well, number one, she said she didn't want a bald head, and then she saw him. She's like, oh my gosh, she has a bald head. But she was able to see past that. So that was a good thing. So their wedding was cute. When he went in to kiss her, she made sure that she put her cheek to the side. She's like, you are not going to kiss these lips, huh? You saw that part?
Yeah. And I think for the most part, like you said, it could be cutting it or whatnot where the production is trying to make it a certain thing, but I think it's real issues. So I think for the most part, this couple here, there's going to have to be a lot of compromise because they have different, some different values, more so in regards to financial things, and could also be in regards to the outgoing stuff. She likes to go shop, spend money. He probably like to go out doing other stuff, spending quality time together, not spending money. So it's going to be unique balance in regards to how they're going to make it work.
I like that his friend, Gil's friend, said, don't go in saying, no, his friend said, go in saying, like, this is my forever. He says, don't go in saying, what if? And I think that's a good, yeah,
you don't want to plant that negative seed in your mind.
Right.
Saying that, that doubt, creating that doubt.
Yeah, it's good advice for a marriage. You don't go in saying, oh, okay, what if? You just go in saying, this is it. Like, there's no, like, divorce is not an option. Divorce is not an option. So yeah, Myrla was open to the bald head. Now, when she found out that he had a dog, she said, "Is it slobbery?" And he was like, "No." But we did find out that Gil said that the dog sheds. But Gil's like, "I'm a neat freak, so I'll clean it up." I don't know. I hope, because I don't know if I could deal with
variables.
Yeah, I couldn't deal with that personally.
So one is, she's portrayed as being stubborn.
Yeah.
In a way, like meaning that she's not willing to concede.
Right.
And then also now she's saying potentially that, hey, you got a dog that I'm probably not going,
right,
vibe with.
Yeah.
So now it's like, okay, when I'm over there or when we live together, you're gonna have to put this dog to the side somewhere because I don't want him shedding or I don't want him touching me.
Right, and that's probably like Gil's baby, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what kind of.
So what's going on with them tonight? I know Gil said that he had to.
Well,
did you talk about
yeah,
that part?
no, and okay, so I think his friends asked him, like, would you have sex on the first night or whatever? And he's like, well, that would not be passionate. But he said he'd give it 24 hours, which was funny.
Yeah, I don't know how much time 24 hours.
That ain't gonna do that. I don't think they're gonna do it. I definitely don't think they're gonna do it. I think Myrla's too picky. I feel like she has to get to know someone first before she sleeps with them. So I don't think it's gonna be the first night. I don't think it's gonna be the honeymoon at all, to be honest.
Yeah, I think if she gave him a kiss on the cheek, or she let him kiss her on the cheek, then yeah, nothing's not gonna happen tonight. And yeah, I think it's gonna take a while for her to warm up to him. Kind of remind me of maybe Karen and the other guy from
Miles.
Miles.
Yeah, Karen and Miles.
To where she's gonna have to wait and let that kind of develop a little bit more.
Yep. All right, next couple, and we didn't have a lot on them. We did not have a lot on Brett and Ryan. So Brett goes wedding shopping. Ryan goes tuck shopping. Ryan says he wants to be an active dad. He wants to be a t-ball coach. Said he would adopt at 28 years old if he was not married, but he's 35 now and he didn't adopt. So hopefully, hopefully they're compatible and they can have kids pretty quickly here. Brett says that she likes herself and she likes her life, and getting married will make her love her life. I thought that was a great statement. Like, that's the thing. I feel like when you're getting into a relationship, especially a marriage, you got to be comfortable with yourself first. You got to be happy, without having a spouse. And then when you do get that spouse, that just makes it your life much more enjoyable. You're just having somebody like add to your life and not necessarily complete your life.
I like Ryan. I think he is very family oriented. So I definitely think that he's ready for it. He's been a serial dater, so he knows what he doesn't want. So I just hope that Brett is providing things that he wants and that he hasn't found before. And she seems pretty nice, very giving, very much like go with the flow. I think the only thing that kind of stood out to me was she is saying that she had what was it? She's had heartbreak or been treated bad in the past or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel that maybe that trusting type thing could surface. Maybe he would do some stuff or say some stuff and it would create some triggers that'll develop where she's not able to fully commit.
So when we end on them, it's the morning of the wedding. We don't get to their actual wedding, to the actual ceremony this episode, but Brett is saying she didn't sleep. She says it was like Christmas Eve for love. I'm sure it was. Like, she's just super excited. Pastor Cal says that Ryan is not just a bro. He's a sensitive guy. Ryan, he's hoping that Brett is going to be fit and active. He said that's a big part of his life. He enjoys being outside. And I hope she is active too, because, I feel like when you're married, you and your spouse need to have some things in common, right? You don't have to have everything in common, but you're going to have certain things that you like to do together. That'll keep that bond.
I agree.
You agree? So we see Brett's parents. Brett looks just like her dad. Oh my gosh. Her mom says, just look at the inside of the person and how they treat you. And we see that Ryan sent flowers to Brett's mom. Brett cried. She thought that it was so sweet, and she said that she was relieved that he's a nice person. I thought that was really sweet too. And I think he sent her shoes.
Right.
He sent her shoes and said something like "run" or something like that. Last chance. So that was funny. Like, he has a sense of humor. So, do we want to make? No, let's wait for their.
We'll wait for the marriage and everything.
Yeah.
And see
how they mesh. All right, we got a little bit of Rachel and Jose. Rachel was saying that she was lonely. She said she went to a World Series game by herself in New York by herself. She's really proud of her body, and I am too. Her body looks great. So we see her. I think she's dress shopping too. Jose, we see him tuck shopping. He said he's worried about his wife being attracted to him. He also says that first impressions are everything. And then Rachel was saying that she has been insecure in her past relationships. That's not who you were thinking about, right?
Yeah.
Oh, were you thinking about her saying that she had been hurt?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. So no, she's has insecure issues, and I think that's the part that I touched on last week, where it's like Jose is so complete to where it's like more so like I know exactly how I want my life to be, and then it seems like she's just a puzzle in it to where it could be an opportunity to where she could lose herself again to where when she just works so hard to find herself because he's basically directing stuff, and I can just imagine that she may not have any opinion.
Okay.
So she's gonna have to work on that strength that she's gained over however long to stand up and speak out for herself.
Okay. Yeah, and I just I hope Jose is confident. I know he was saying he was worried about his wife being attracted to him. I think they'll be attracted to each other. I don't think that'll be a problem. So we'll see what happens with them. Hopefully next episode. Okay, we know we're gonna get Brett and Ryan's wedding, and then
need 2 more. They need to complete this.
Yeah, Next episode, weddings are done, and then the episode after that, we can go on our honeymoons. Yeah, they don't need to drag it out.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Yeah, 3 weeks of weddings. That's what it'll be, huh?
Yeah.
It'll be 3 weeks of weddings. So anyway, this was a quick episode. We hope that you enjoyed it. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you guys next week.